Hello.
Hello.
All right. New campaign is going to be fun. Let's do the classic new campaign thing. Who wants to introduce their character and describe who they are, what they look like?
I will go last. I'm making something.
Hi, I'm playing Gear, Scent of Graves. He's a bard. He's a yellowish-green tiefling with croissant horns, as we're going to call him right now. His big thing is that he is going to be crafting potions and poisons, as well as communing with ancestors. His focus is a small pile of finger bones.
Spooky.
See, you say croissant horns, and now I'm all imagining is that he's actually a changeling who just couldn't get the horns right, so he just grabbed 2 croissants and just glued them to his head.
Thanks for revealing my secret.
Oh,
Check that off on your bingo card.
I guess I'll go next. I'm playing William Inkhand. He is a human student of the College of Stapes. It's pretty hard to tell how old he looks because he constantly looks like he's missing about 4 days of sleep and on about 6 days worth of caffeine.
he's 17 going on 45.
Yeah, basically. He looks like he's done some hard living in his 17 years, even though he's a college student. So, it tracks. He is here because he's working on his final term paper for the Cultures of Bastion paper, and he decided he was going to do it on the tribe lands. And since there's not a lot of info on the tribe lands, he figured, it'll be a great way to learn if I just go there. He's not very bright.
All right.
He's probably rather bright, just not very worldly.
Yeah. High int, low whiz.
Yeah.
He is a wizard, and I currently only have 2 offensive spells, and I'm sure it's not gonna change.
All right. Well, I'm playing Aberforth Dimothy Bristlercome, cabinman extraordinaire. He's an aging rabbit man who's finally decided that it's time to really do the adventure that will cap off his life. He's accomplished most of what he wanted and can't find anything else of worth in his home he made for himself, so he decided to return to his roots back in Bastion. Along the way, he accidentally crashed a little bit in his ship, but managed to pick up a lovely young lady who I'm sure he'll be able to shape into a grand adventurer. He's a bit rusty at the whole thievery business, but he's still trying to get back into the swing of things, and unfortunately he did misplace most of the loot he found along his journeys. But he's never let that stop him before, and he won't let that stop him now.
Wow, Suki going 2 for 2 for characters looking for mentors? Wow, really playing a type.
Oh, she's not looking for it. She's just offering. So yeah, I am the aforementioned lovely young lady. I am Daphne, a satyr, and a devout worshipper of Pars Puella, a goddess of merriment and festivities and peace and love and having fun, as satyrs love to do. I am not from Bastion, as Aberforth demonstrated. I was kind of wandering around doing sort of a combination of the wandering person of the cloth thing and also the wandering drunkard thing. When my goddess gave me a vision in a dream of a place where nobody has any fun, and told me that it was my destiny to evangelize to these people and show them the ways of Pars Puella. So of course I accepted, and it seemed like she pulled some strings to get me a ride. Unfortunately, on the ship, I may have accidentally, in a drunken accident, mistaken Aberforth for a close friend of mine and slipped my true name to him, which means I'm under his beck and call, presumably for good. But not gonna let that stop me from having a good time. And I am a cleric of the Desire domain, and yeah.
Okie dokie.
Oh.
Oh.
Also, my my holy symbol, holy symbol is a little wineskin that curiously never seems to run out of juice.
Okay. So our story starts in the village of Slomaat. Slomaat is the largest settlement and the only static one in the entire Tribelands. It is the home of the Slaughterhouse, and it is where Zul, the war chieftain, has decided that his people will make camp and have dug themselves in firmly, with seemingly like no desire to move from here on. Traditionally, the peoples of the Slomaat Tribelands are more nomadic, but with Zorl's latest initiative to open up the Tribelands to more of the city and invite outsiders to come test their mettle in the slaughterhouse, it's brought a lot of commerce, and commerce does not pair well with a nomadic lifestyle. So there is now a encroachment of the city lifestyle on the Tribelands. That's happening in the village called Slomaat. You lot own a very small, very rickety thrift store where Abernath has begun to hawk what little wares he has from his adventures to like tourists and whatnot. Essentially, you're a gift shop.
Okay.
The thrift store, which is named. We put the laughter in the slaughterhouse. I like it. It's the name of the thrift store is Aberforth's Bounties.
Okay.
It doesn't get a lot of traffic, unfortunately. It's pretty slow. You get like maybe 2 or 3 people an hour that kind of come in, poke around a little bit, decide they don't really want anything, and then leave. And you guys are free to do a little bit of role playing if you want, hanging out with each other.
So I think as people kind of come in for the day to start the shift there, you just see a mound of you just see like a little pile of fabric in the corner, and you think, well, that's weird. Does someone like leave their jacket here? And then the mound starts moving slowly at first, and it starts shifting, and then it starts moaning, and then you realize that Daphne has drunkenly passed out in the store overnight.
Again.
You're playing Thoros of Myr from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. What is it? Turn off the lights.
Aberforth just comes into the shop. Ah, Daphne, it's wonderful to see you coming in so early, trying to get ready for all of our customers. Just at the top of his lungs, completely oblivious to her hangover.
Your voice is like glass on my brain.
There's a bit of like a clatter from out back, and like the back door opens, and just like William leans his head out like into the opening to see like where she's sleeping on the door. Like, maybe if you drank some water instead of alcohol, you'd actually be able to stand up, you drunken lout.
Water's poison. I don't drink that shit.
We're made up of water, you moron.
Now, William, just think of it this way. When we're out in the fields, that means there will be more water for us if Daphne doesn't want it.
You're made of water. Fucking nerd.
Well, William does that thing where he raises up his finger to like counter the point, and then just kind of stops because like, fuck, he's right.
Yeah, Yeah, Daphne just like stumbles up, takes her blanket off of herself. All of her stuff falls onto the ground because her blanket is also her bindle. And yeah, just starts gathering her stuff back up and just.
There's this wonderful invention called a backpack.
Huh?
It's a pack that you put on your back that will carry your stuff.
Why do I need one of those? I already got a
So
way to carry my stuff.
yes, so that when you stand up after your night of drinking, all of your stuff can hit the floor.
I don't know. That seems unnecessary. And as she says that, just like a scroll just peels off of her back because she was sleeping on it.
Think of it this way, William. At the very least, she can keep a clear accounting of all of her personal accoutrements at all times.
Yeah, see? Aberforth knows what's up for once.
Whoa, don't you dare slander the name of Aberforth. He is a respected adventurer. I've read every one of his books.
Ah,
Wow, okay. Nerd alert. Anyway, I gotta bounce. I got stuff later. See ya.
some people. All right, William, have you been keeping track of our books? How well have we been doing in this shop?
Not well.
Oh, Daphne sneaks back in. Oh, also, I'm gonna need another raise, another like advance on my paycheck for like some stuff that came up.
What do you even do here?
Ah, ah. She looks extremely offended, just like, excuse me? What do you even do here?
I keep the books!
Yeah, and what good is that? Listen, I bring in customers with my amazing attitude and can-do-it spirit.
Yes. Yeah, that's right, you do. You know what you also bring up? The lovely bartender from the broken tankard down the road, happened to mention that you still haven't paid your tab for 3 months.
Yeah, exactly. Hence the advance. Now am I gonna get it or not?
Mr. Bristlecone, you really shouldn't be giving her any more gold. She's just gonna go out and piss it out on the street.
Excuse me? I do my pissing in a natural environment like the goddess intended.
So anyway, sir, yeah, this is actually a decanter of endless salt water.
I like the idea that that Yer is just the only one like actually doing his job, and he's like helping a customer in the background.
And the dude is like, oh, and he just leaves.
Hmm. Well, it does seem that our current stock isn't quite up to what our customers are looking for. How about, instead of an advance, I pay you in sheer experience, Daphne? It sounds like it's time to get more equipment for the shop. Maybe, at some point, an actual cash register. Adventure awaits! And I go walking off out the door, having no idea where to actually go to find things.
Okay.
Daphne it's just like, unfortunately, I am contractually obligated to go to follow him.
Okay. So this scene, which happens pretty much every morning, after about an hour, I believe it's just William and Yer, who are currently hanging out at the store.
Yep.
You see an unnerving figure enter the store. They are dressed in a fine silk suit and carry an elegant silver cane. The figure has the head of a tiger, and he moves as if he is skating along the wooden floorboards.
Wow, for a second there, I'm like, wow, Fenrir will be looking good for someone who got eaten.
Yeah. I know, I thought the same thing.
His predatory eyes are scanning each knickknack with a fierce purpose. And if you want, you can give me. Let me check the character sheets. Party sheet. Do one of you have a decent passive perception?
Mine's 17.
Oh yeah, then William definitely notices this. William,
Took
you
the
notice.
Took the observant feat.
William, your observant eyes through your half-rimmed half-moon spectacles, you notice that the strange Tiger Man's hands bend the opposite direction than they typically should. The palms of his hands are on the outside rather than the inside.
Is this due to Rakshasa?
Rakshasa. And I believe so.
I mean, a religion check would tell you that.
Oh, hey, I'm trained in that.
Oh my god, that's...
Look at that, not 20!
First
That man
roll of
is-
the campaign.
That man is definitely a Rakshasa.
I'm sorry, I just find it really funny that that William is proficient in religion and Daphne isn't.
I'm
Yeah, of
proficient in
course
religion.
Of course he's proficient in religion. He's a scholar.
And not much else.
Yeah. Trust me, if you're asking me to make athletics check, I'm gonna fucking die. For the love of fuck, if we get into combat, don't let them get near to me. Don't let them get close to me. I'll die if the wind blows the wrong way.
Anyways, there's a Rakshasa in the store. And he is looking for something.
Can I help you, sir?
He seems to ignore you, almost as if like he smells something, as he's like searching the little shelves for knickknacks or whatever. And a few seconds after he just kind of blows you off completely, he shoots one of his backwards hands into a shelf and like roots around in it fiercely for a few seconds before pulling out a small clay tile. And he looks at you and he goes, "Where did you find this?"
I have no clue. Could I interest you in a decanter of endless salt water? Perhaps our boots of almost flying? They don't make you fly, but they make you about 40 pounds lighter.
Yes, I have no need for such things. And he just kind of like waves off here, and he starts like just gliding across the store over to William.
Hold on, sir. I might be able to tell you where we got that. And he's gonna run out back to check his meticulous notes of everything we've ever procured.
Oh. That tile was procured from a young man who like sold it to you guys for like a couple copper. He's in here fairly often trying to pawn various knickknacks off on you guys.
Ah, that tile was procured by Mr. Bristlecone, by a regular who's in here who's always willing to sell us his goods.
Could you get more of them?
More of those tiles, or more of what he's selling?
The tile.
I don't see why we couldn't. We could easily talk to our provider and see where he gets them.
I will pay you handsomely for as many as you can get.
Yes, of course. Can I see that tile for a second, sir?
He hands it to you.
Would it be investigation or history to determine where this tile might have come from?
I assume you're proficient in both, so just go ahead and you pick.
I have expertise in history.
Oh, then yeah, why not history? You know that tile is definitely of a style belonging to one of the tombs in the Slomaat tribe lands. It's difficult to say which one specifically, because they tend to be fairly uniform from that era. Like, it's a very common style of tile. And it appears to be like a mosaic piece of a larger image. It's impossible to tell what the image was from this one tile alone.
Okay. William's going to pull out his. He pulls out a leather-bound book from his robe and quickly jots down all of this relevant information. Snaps it shut, puts it back into his robe, and goes, well, yes, I'm sure we can procure more of these tiles for you. When were you looking to have them by?
Your earliest convenience.
Give us 2 or 3 days, and we'll see what we can do.
Fantastic. When you've received the tiles, call me here. And he like flicks his fingers, and there's like a burst of flame, and he's got like a business card there. When the flame disappears, and he hands it to you.
I will take it and put it right in my pocket.
The business card itself appears to be completely blank. But yeah. He goes. I look forward to your call. And he like grabs like oh no, he wasn't wearing a cloak. Yeah, he just skates right out of the building.
As he passes by him, I go, "We're running a special on our ever steaming bottle."
Ever steaming bottle.
So what do you guys do next?
Well, presumably when Aberforth is gonna tucker himself out eventually as he wanders around looking for adventure in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
And so him and a very tired looking Daphne come back to the shop. Just like, Mr. Aberforth, I don't think there are any tombs hidden in the trees.
See, that's why they haven't been looted yet, Daphne. You always have to keep your mind open for the possibilities. Why, I remember one time back when I was younger, I was adventuring with my lovely wife Anna and our incredible monk friend, 7 shattered pillars supporting the heavens. We used to call him Heavens. He hated that.
Mr. Bristlecone,
Thank you, William, for saving me from that story.
I have a lead for us, sir.
Ooh, a lead. Speak more.
Yes, a lovely tiger man came in here and was looking over one of the tiles that miscreant comes in and sells us every now and then.
Ooh,
He asked us.
Man, was he hot?
I have no frame of reference for this. He wasn't on fire, if that's what you were asking.
He was for a little bit there.
He came by and asked if we could procure any more of those tiles for him. I told him to give us 2 or 3 days and we could bring in a couple more. I've looked into it, and it's that particular tile is from one of the tombs in the surrounding area. I'm not sure which one, but it's definitely a mosaic piece from a bigger picture. I'm thinking he may want the whole picture.
Fantastic work, William. Obviously, we'll set out on this. But before we go, I have a small question. How much did he pay for the tile?
He didn't. Did he take the tile with him?
No.
No, he didn't. He hasn't paid for the tile yet.
Ah, yes.
We still have it, though.
Another one of those deadbeat tiger men. Well, can't look a gift adventure in the mouth.
Mr. Bristlecone, that's a little racist.
Oh, kids these days. Always on and on about trying to be careful and polite to things that could rip out your spine for looking at them wrong. Back in my day, we were made of sterner stuff.
I don't know. That tiger man seemed pretty polite.
Back in your day, people had wear. Back in your day, people wore wood as shoes.
It's all right.
He's a rabbit. He can't be older than like 17.
You say that. I live to be 100.
Oh God.
I'm like 70 years old.
Nice.
And still in your prime.
Exactly. Just starting to go a little bit gray. I'm not a silver fox. Those are scary.
Foxes are scary.
But yes, obviously, we need to find that man who sells us the tiles and find out where he's sourcing them from.
So the boy's not hard to track down. He's in the shop almost like every freaking day. So if you just wait like 15 minutes, he'll probably show up.
Oh look, he's here.
Oh look, he's here.
No, I'm not. I'm not buying your bag of ticks.
Why don't you want the ticks, man? You know how it took me like all morning, just like chasing dogs down the frickin' streets to get all these ticks.
Now, see, Daphne, that is a young man who's enterprising.
Half of these are dead.
Well, yeah, you gotta crush a few ticks to make an omelet, but like the other half are good. And the dead half are the living ticks will eat the dead ticks.
Well, I assume we're going to go involve ourselves in this train wreck.
Don't be rude, Year. The guy worked hard for his ticks. I'm so sorry about him. So
I wouldn't be taking financial advice from someone who burns a month's pay on booze before she's even been paid.
who asked you, Wildem? I'd like to know who they are so I can strangle them. Daphne sidles up to the guy, just like, anyway. So, yeah, I think your ticks are super interesting, actually. So, do you like target specific kinds of ticks, or?
William walks up with a spray bottle and sprays Daphne in the face with it and goes, "Down, girl. He's a kid."
Yeah, he's like 14.
Oh, he's like 14.
Yeah,
oh,
he's a kid.
Oh no! I did when you said boy, I just assumed you meant like in the way someone says like I don't know.
Nope, I meant a boy.
William still keeps his spray bottle labeled Daphne repellent right on hand.
It's just water with a little bit of dish soap. The boy who is simply just known as the kid, he's just like, are you guys gonna buy these ticks, or do I gotta go to like my regular seller?
Who do you have? Who's regularly buying ticks?
I'm
I'm
starting
not
to be
gonna
more
tell
interested
you.
in this than the
I'm not gonna let you
tablets.
undercut me.
Well, I'm sure we have a fine market for these ticks. We're also interested in trying to buy some more of those tablets you have. They seem to actually be something of a following for them, which is odd. I've never seen them before in my life.
You mean the tile?
Yes,
Yeah.
those.
Oh, I don't know. I having a hard time remembering where I found that. I've been so busy gathering all these ticks. You see.
Year, come on.
That's
You know we're
really
going to buy the
what
tick.
I'm
We're
focused on
nearly
at the
out.
moment is like less remembering where I found a tile on the ground somewhere, and more like, what am I gonna do with all these ticks?
I'm going to turn directly to Year at the counter. Come on, Year. We're nearly out of ticks anyway. And then there's just a jar right next to our tips jar that says free ticks, take a handful.
It's not a tip jar; it's a tick jar.
I just really enjoyed that the kid's motive here was just like, wait, step 1, wake up. Step 2, gather ticks. Step 3, question mark. Step 4, profit.
Yep.
the jar of ticks has been steadily going down because Daphne's been eating them.
Who wants a tasty
Alright.
tick?
How much do you want me to offer him?
I'll leave that in your capable hands. You do manage to make the most sales out of all of my employees.
I'm the only one that makes sales.
That doesn't mean I'm wrong.
2 copper.
I think these
That's
ticks are worth
That's
a
twice
bit
as
more than just 2 copper.
It's twice as much as I gave you for the potion of healing.
That potion of healing did its job, all right? It healed the
Yeah.
crap out of that dude.
Yeah, and I was cleaning slime out of our shop for weeks. Look,
I'm a little concerned that apparently most of our stock comes from the kid.
Listen, that's your guys' fault for not having him leave the store before he drank the damn thing.
look, kid. And Daphne fishes around her bindle and pulls out a gold piece. Look, you want this?
Hell yeah, I do.
Then tell us where you got the tile.
He drops the bag of ticks on the counter next to the jar, completely neglecting to actually like close the bag that they were in, so they just kind of spill out all over the place. And he snatches the gold coin out of Daphne's hand, and he goes, "I'll do you one better. I'll show you. Let's get going." And he hustles right out of the store.
Come on, onwards! And I immediately follow the child, ignoring everyone else.
Adventure awaits, I suppose. And
Alrighty.
Daphne follows as well.
He goes, it's a bit of a hike. I hope you guys have your afternoon cleared up.
I think we can manage that. Oh yeah, just run back and turn the shop sign to closed.
Lock the door.
Daphne's like, okay, I gotta cancel with some people. And she just leans around and shouts, "Hey, I gotta cancel!" Yeah, I know. I know. It's a work thing. Anyway, bye. And she follows along.
Who was that, Daphne? Your competition for town drunk?
No, it was my competition for town. Fuck you, William.
Guess I'll clean up the ticks and put them in the tick jar.
It's not hard. It looks like most of them are dead at this point.
As we're walking, Daphne's gonna do the thing where she like walks just a little bit slowly to try to get behind William. She's gonna try to stick a kick me sign on him.
Nerd.
You want to roll that stealth check?
Stealth or sleight of hand, do you think?
Either one.
Either one, you have to get past his 17 passive perception.
Damn it.
No, you do it. You do it. Yeah, no, you do it.
Okay. Get what you deserve, nerd.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to do a lot better than that. He goes to high school with gnomes.
Yeah.
You think he doesn't have a kick me sign on like every part of his back?
Like as they start walking, like William kicks up a little bit of dust and goes, hold on, I've got to, and then he starts brushing his hands off and starts casting like prestidigitate, and then as soon as Daphne walks by, he puts the sign on her.
Daphne does not notice.
The sign has changed from "kick me" to "I'm a stupid drunk."
Daphne does not notice. She's just like, she's still like beaming, thinking that she got one over on him.
All right, you guys leave Slomaat unless you guys want to like get some supplies. It is dangerous out there in the wilds.
Aberforth Dimothy Bristlercome is always prepared for adventure.
Yeah, I was about to say we're traveling with Aberforth Dimothy Bristlercome. What dangers are we unprepared for?
And by that I mean he refuses to go anywhere without his full adventuring equipment, unless he will be stopped by guards.
I also have all of my earthly possessions on me at all times, though for different reasons.
He's finally learning to be an adventurer.
So, the kid starts like dragging you guys up north, up towards the Knoll Pride lands. But probably a little bit more towards the Killsart Savanna. He takes you about 3 or 4 miles north. And on this journey, it is hot as shit, because that is the tribe lands. It gets almost up to 110 degrees out here. Also, it is dangerous as hell. There's fucking dinosaurs out there.
Oh, yeah.
So, while you were relatively safe in Slomaat, getting anywhere else is going to be a bit of a hassle.
Please, William helped Yair drive off a shoplifter once. I'm sure we can handle things.
All right, so it's going to be a skill challenge to avoid getting like exhausted or jumped by a T-Rex or whatever out there in the savannah. So go ahead and you can give me initiatives if you want.
Okay.
Jesus, these high rolls, though.
Yeah. And
Oh yeah, go ahead, William. Get him out now
Yep.
while the stakes are low.
William, you go ahead. I will tell you right now, finding this tomb, even though you've got the kid to help you, the kid just kind of knows the general direction. He's going to try and figure it out from there. But since you like deduced the tile and you have a pretty good history skill, you can kind of maybe be able to guess where this tomb might be. Survival and history are the 2 gimme skills. Anybody can use those regardless if you're trained. Otherwise, you need to be trained in the skill, and you need to give me a reason or an explanation of how you're using that skill to navigate the savannah.
Wow, I didn't expect I'd get use out of this early. Can I use my cartographer's tools to plan out the best route?
Sure, yeah, you can pull out a rough map that you have and try and be like, oh, I think this route's good.
16.
Ooh. Hey, you get it. Yeah, so William busts out his map and goes, okay, so if this is there, that's there. We want to avoid that spot there. I have it on my map. There are velociraptors there. So let's stay out of velociraptor territory.
If anyone like looks over his shoulder, like he's plotting out like a fairly decent route, but there on this map there's a lot of don't fucking go there.
There's just a little note that says, "Here there be velociraptors."
Daphne, what do you do?
Daphne, wandering around in the wilderness is pretty much what Daphne has been doing with her whole life. So she is going to make a survival check.
Okay. Daphne, you stumble upon some tracks that belong to a rather large creature, and you help the group avoid like stumbling into this very large creature's path.
Oh yeah, those look heavy and those look deep. We don't want to fuck with that.
Aberforth,
Aberforth
cabinman
wants-
supreme.
Yes. Wants to use his acrobatics and innate ability to leap to hop up a tree to try to find any sort of landmarks that the child might have described along our route to keep us on track.
Sure, why not?
Ta-da!
Ooh. Yeah, you hop up, and the kid described seeing a tree that looked like a woman trying to give a high five. And you climb up like this long, spindly palm, and you manage to see in the distance what you assume is the tree that the kid described. And it's kind of standing by itself, like on a small hill somewhere. So you're pretty sure you guys are going in the right direction. What's Year doing?
Well, I was going to use nature to try and find a water source.
Even though we still have the decanter of endless salt water?
Especially because we have the decanter of endless salt water. or like identify some herbs or something that we could be chewing on to help keep our energy up?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival check.
We need more juice.
Okay, not nature, survival.
Oh yeah, nature, my bad. Nature.
Whee!
God damn, you guys are getting good rolls. Yeah, no, you guys have an easy time getting to this place. Which is crazy for level 1 characters. I need to get a goblin.
Oh, don't worry. We
some
haven't
apple
hit
juice.
combat
I'll be right
yet.
back.
I can't wait for us to hit combat and TPK.
Yeah, because boy, I got nothing for combat.
I think I am our front line with 14 AC and 10 hit points and a dream.
Yeah, I think that might be our highest AC is 14.
I can hit 16 AC for one round.
I have an AC of 16.
Oh, you're the front.
I shall bravely cower behind the lady.
Oh yes, I'm our front. The one who, if I break concentration on the spell, we probably all die.
Don't break concentration on the spell.
Don't get hit. It's why you have the AC.
Yep.
Okay. Kid has apple juice. So, the kid takes you guys right up to the cave. Well, he takes you to the entrance of a cave. Rather, my bad. Let me pull open that map. Try this. There we go. Close that, open that. Not like that, hold on. There you go, a map.
Woo.
And you guys are absurdly large for whatever reason.
Because we're big time adventurers.
Yeah. All right. So you guys arrive at the opening of this cave, and the kid points inside and says, "I found the tile like just in there last time I was here, but something made some noise deeper in the cave and it spooked me, and I just took the hell off. I mean, I make my coins scavenging. I'm not an adventurer, not like the great Aberforth stink."
The way you become an older adventurer is by knowing when to run and come back with scarier people. You've done a good job, my lad. A very good job.
I'm an adventurer.
William's gonna like hear that line and then quickly look at our group and then just start like doing some math on his fingers.
All right. Year, since you're the one with dark vision, I believe.
Yep.
You can see. Oh, he definitely will be. You can see deep in the cave is a large sleeping black bear.
Everyone be quiet.
Why?
There's a large bear sleeping in there.
Daphne shoots a look at Aberforth and with utter terror in her eyes.
Listen, Daphne. I do know how to be quiet occasionally, he whispers at the top of his voice.
Well, who's going first?
I can try to poke around, but I'm going to need light if I want to see anything.
Daphne reaches out with her hand and touches Aberforth's tie and casts light on it.
That's an ascot, thank you.
Ascot,
Yeah.
yes.
It's a gift from my departed wife. Treat it with respect.
Jesus.
Ask me if I care. Spoiler, I don't.
you.
All right, Aberforth's ascot begins shining brightly.
Now start heading a little bit forward to investigate.
Hold on a second. Spell light onto Aberforth. There you go.
Sir, that is very clearly a grizzly bear. We are fucked.
It's a black bear. I didn't have a black bear picture.
The artist didn't have a picture for something? Aw.
This is an actual token from the program. I wasn't gonna like pull it out of the program, recolor it, and put it back in. That's a pain in the butt. Aberforth, you approach the cave and shine your bright ass light in it, and the bear opens its eyes a little bit, like real groggy, because you just shined a bright ass light in its face and it was trying to sleep, and it begins like growling and does like that bear mewling noise. It's like.
Everyone, it seems very upset. We may have a fight on our hands.
Go ahead and roll initiatives.
Oh,
There's a bear sleeping in that cave. Quick, give me your brightest flashlight so I can check it out.
Yep.
And put it right on my chest so I can't aim it or anything.
give him credit. He's out of practice.
Yep. Still shaking the rust off.
All right. All right. So, looks like Aberforth gets to go first. You have woken up the bear.
All right. Going to go out on a limb and assume this is not a skill challenge.
No,
So I
probably
think-
not.
I think I'm going to shoot at it with my short bow.
Ooh.
Yeah. Target the bastard. Yeah. Nope. Come on, roll. There we go.
Ooh, that hits.
Hooray! And I'm not sneak attacking, right? Because
No.
it knows we're there. I don't have
It definitely knows
advantage.
you're there. You do not have advantage.
Aberforth's a rogue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no tank.
I am a
This is
gentleman.
gonna be great.
And then Aberforth bravely lets Daphne get a taste of adventure and moves behind her.
What are you doing, Mr. Bristlecone? Mr. Bristlecone!
Don't worry, adversity builds character. As I start swapping from my bow to my rapier.
All right. So after Aberforth is Daphne.
After Aberforth, the bear gets a legendary action.
And I believe Aberforth took the light with him, so Daphne can't even see into the cave.
So Daphne kind of puts herself together fairly quickly. Just like, huh, don't worry about this. We got this, guys. And as those words escape her lips, Aberforth and Year, you both feel a strange kind of emotion like, hey, yeah, actually, we do got this. And she is going to cast Bless on herself and Aberforth and Year.
Ooh.
Sorry, I'm still. But make sure I'm targeting everyone.
Looks right.
Boop.
Yay,
You-
bless.
It is at first, like you feel this like, at first it's a little bit of dizziness, and that subsides, and then afterwards it is like the feeling of totally unearned invincibility of someone who is plastered drunk, but without the toxicity.
Perfect.
I posted a relevant GIF in random chat.
Is Daphne doing anything else?
I I guess not.
All
Or
right.
just
She's sort of resigned to being the front line here.
Gear, what are you doing?
Gear is pondering for a moment, thinking, what is the best way to insult a bear?
Hey, fish breath!
And the best he can come up with is your mama's a fishless whore.
All
No
right.
fishes.
I don't know
It
why I'm targeting
fails.
myself. Ah, sweet. I don't know why I was targeting myself.
Yeah, I don't know why you keep doing that.
3
Ouch.
damage.
The bear is
And
not happy.
And I believe his next attack has disadvantage.
Well, it's gonna do it anyways.
The bear charges forward, and you hear, "Your mother's a fishless whore."
So the bear does all the cocaine, and then it.
Oh no!
I just get that view of like when a badass enemy gets a level up in Borderlands.
Yep. A legendary creature has mutated. It's gonna go
no.
1, 2,
Blackbeard
3,
the Invincible.
4. So the bear comes charging out of the cave, like rears up on its hind legs and just starts like dropping paws on Daphne.
Black Bear,
One
the,
bite, one
the
claw.
fishless
All
one.
right.
Bye, Mama. I'm Everest.
Goblin noises. 22 will hit.
Shit.
With disadvantage?
Yep. For 5 damage, and then the claws.
It has multi-attack?
It does. It misses with its claws. William, it's your turn.
Well,
Oh.
5 hit points.
Cool. Well, upon seeing that, William reaches into his robe pocket and pulls out like 3 like ink quills. He says a quick incantation and throws them. I'm casting magic missile.
Okie doke.
Incantation.
Oof. You delete the bear with magic missile.
Whew. Whew. Okay. Okay. Are we good? Are we good?
No,
Is-
William.
Is that bear bleeding?
Not anymore, it's not.
Oh, man. Nice going, William. You totally fucked up that bear.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. Hold on one second. And so he can see like a bit of the blood like coming out from between the quill. Like, he immediately goes over here and starts vomiting.
While Aberforth is still behind Daphne, he goes, "Do you always leave the shop wearing this?" and pulls off a sign and shows it to her.
No, Oh, that motherfucker!
So I'll let you
Oh,
guys
come on,
know ahead of
everyone.
time.
Yeah.
Failures in the skill challenge would have meant velociraptors would have been attacking too.
Oh,
Well, good thing we didn't fail that skill challenge.
But they're not Jurassic Park velociraptors. They're like real life velociraptors where they're like chicken sized.
yes.
But yeah, there would have been some velociraptors there.
So Will finishes emptying his stomach over here, and just kind of like wipes his mouth off onto his sleeve, and then prestidigitates it clean. And then he walks over here and like kind of looks away as he starts pulling the quills out of the bear's body.
Oh, we're not going to let one bear stop us on this epic journey.
We're not?
And then Aberforth heads into the cave.
All right, you head into the cave, Mr. Aberforth. Inside the cave, you find the remains of several like fresh kills that the bear had brought back to the cave. It's mostly like carcasses and bone. You also see that there is a rather narrow tunnel towards the back of the shallow cave that seems to lead deeper in.
All right. Well, I'm not one to shy from a challenge that doesn't look like it's immediately going to stab me.
I welcome all non-bear based challenges.
Actually. Ta-da!
The cramped tunnel opens into a somewhat finished stone chamber. On the far wall is a large stone door. Its operation is not immediately obvious. On either side of the door stands a stone pillar. The western one has collapsed, taking a section of the ceiling with it. In each corner stands a stone statue, each depicting a different predatory animal. The northwest statue depicts a bear, the northeast a T-Rex, the southeast a tiger, and in the southwest the remains of a falcon statue can be seen under the rubble of the partially collapsed ceiling. And since Aberforth has a light source, you guys don't have disadvantage on perception checks, which means it's pretty easy to see the DC 12. On the floor, you find an engraving of several animals arranged in a bizarre triangular grid. Each section of the grid is large enough for a person to stand in. 4 of the grid cells have been left blank.
Huh.
Ooh.
That is the puzzle.
A little bit bigger.
So we just gotta muscle through that door, right? This will be easy.
All right.
Daphne's going to approach the door, and does it have a handle?
Its operation is not obvious.
She's just gonna push on it.
It's a pull door, unfortunately, with no handle.
Ah,
Good thing
guys, they forgot to put a handle on this door. Let's just go home.
Wow, I thought you needed to accomplish something before you went home and started drinking to death.
Excuse you? What are you accomplishing all day with your... What do you do again?
I think he works.
Yeah. Unlike someone, I actually work in the store.
That's you. That's what you sound like.
Oh, yes. How was that bear?
Mm.
With that... Oh.
Oh,
I just felt like putting tokens on there.
You did it!
Did you guys not see it before? Until I put your tokens on?
I could see it.
Okay.
I can see
we
it.
see it. So... Daphne has still not figured out that there's a puzzle entrance to this door. She's like, why are you all staring at the ground?
I'm assuming it's just we stand on the 4 empty tiles and we're good.
Oh, no, no, no.
Anything
s- No, nothing happens when you just stand there.
It releases a T-Rex. Well, I mean, there were 4 statues. Maybe we need to move those onto the tiles.
What if it's like, okay, so it's like, it's got to be, we got to stand in particular places, right? Okay, which one of you do you think is a T-Rex? I like to think that I'm the T-Rex of the group, but I'm open to other interpretations.
You can't be the T-Rex of the group. You spend too much time on the floor.
How's that song go? Open the door. Get on the floor.
Put it to the time. It's so.
Does
Well,
does approaching one of the statues and touching it do anything?
Gets dust on your hand.
Okay.
Can we? Like Aberforth's going to attempt to actually yank one of the statues towards the puzzle on the floor. Does the statue move easily?
You put your considerable strength of 11 into trying to move one of these large stone statues, only to discover that either it is heavy as hell or attached to the floor.
Okay.
Probably both. But upon inspection of the falcon statue, which lays in ruin in one corner, the statue itself is smashed, and the plinth that it stood on still has like the statue's feet attached to it, and it is largely unmoved from what you assume is its original spot.
Okay, so there's like a missing animal in each one, right?
There's
There's
two
four.
in the top one.
So does there seem to be any obvious like mode of interaction to the statues? Like, are they holding their hands out or anything that would mean like maybe
They each have struck in a rather ferocious pose. So like the T-Rex is roaring, the bear is up on its hind legs ready to claw you in a rather familiar stance. The tiger is like roaring at you. The falcon is pretty much as the picture depicts it. Well, it's smashing on the floor now, but it looks like it was in this pose where it was swooping down about to snatch something off the ground or out of the water.
Daphne is going to use minor illusion to mimic a T-Rex roar.
It's incredibly loud for this tiny little space. But other than shaking a little bit of dust and some rubble out of the ceiling, nothing else really happens.
Damn it. Fuck, got dust in my eye. Fuck, and I bring my arms up to try and get dust out of my eye. Fuck.
This is so boring.
And I go,
While he's standing on the spot that should have a T-Rex.
Yeah, Geyer does a impromptu T-Rex impersonation, and you don't see anything visually happen, but you get like this sense that like exactly how you're standing is proper.
William is gonna come over here and do his best to mimic the tiger statue.
You get a similar feeling. You're like, oh, I feel just like a tiger. Like this is the right thing for me to be doing in this moment is to be a tiger.
What are you dorks doing?
yeah. William gets over there. He's like, oh yeah, I'm totally a tiger. And he's on all fours, like, yeah, prancing around all proud.
Aberforth calls Daphne over to where he's standing. And then he cuffs her on the shoulder to act like a bear just did.
Wait, sorry. When you say cuffs her on the shoulder, you mean like...
Just like smacks you as if he had claws. You know, like the bear did outside.
Ow! What the fuck? That's still bleeding!
You like being a bear. Being a bear is fun.
Daphne, now look. I understand you have trouble taking orders or just generally listening in general. Stand on that triangle and act like a falcon.
Okay. I don't see what it's gonna accomplish though. Daphne just like crouches down and spreads her arms out, and it's just like,
Oh yeah, that's good. That's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
kind of get it. It's
yeah,
kind of fun
yeah.
to try.
Yeah. The door opens.
Oh, that was fun. Hey, the door's open.
And the feeling just like kind of vanishes completely. And now you guys just feel like fucking idiots standing there pretending to be animals.
I finished getting the dust out of my eye. What happened?
Daphne does not feel like an idiot. She's like, wow, it's actually pretty fun to pretend to be an animal. We should do it more often.
Well, I mean, you do a great fish impression.
Doo-doo.
He beat me to it.
Well, I guess we'll press forward into the unknown.
All right. So
Look, Marianne, the unknown.
So I only planned this to be like a little intro.
Okay.
As like everyone has their characters, this is what the campaign is going to be like. Is there any like session 0 stuff you guys want to get out of the way? Everyone happy with how their character feels?
Oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
I'm really liking this party dynamic we've got.
It's very Malcolm in the Middle-esque.
Yeah.
I want to point out narrator going legendary action. That was pretty good.
But yes, no, I'm excited.
Yeah.
There's no tombs in the trees, then where are they burying the squirrels, Daphne?
Just Aberforth's exactly the kind of person to he doesn't believe in regular conspiracy theories. His are even more insane. The moon landing was fake. Do you believe in the moon?
You believe the moon is real?
I can't wait for Daphne to drag William to a party, and he's just a nerd in the corner. So uncomfortable.
No, hold on. Not only is he a nerd in the corner, he's a nerd in the corner at a Slomaat party. People fucking die at those.
Yeah, it's great.
Daphne's over here just picking up the cups from the deceased. Free drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait,
She's
is
like, William, wow, William, did you see that? That guy got his head ripped clean off, and then he just starts vomiting. She's like, whoa, I didn't know you started drinking without me.
is this blood or wine? Yes.
And oh my god, I just love that Year is the only like straight man, but in a shop of absolute insanity.
Yep.
These items are incredible. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I also loved the magic items, but shitty.
Yeah.
I got a couple more saved for later.
Yeah, they make you 40 pounds.
Oh, look, it's the cloak of the Phanta Ray. You utter the magic words, and you can fire a beam of
Carbonated orange soda.
Carbonated orange drink on someone.
Oh look, it's the extremely movable rod. You click the button and it just goes flying.
I think my personal favorite was the potion of ealing.
Listen, you don't have a wound. It's now just made of eels. It's fine. You just won't stop screaming.
Come, have you considered getting this jar of Regency glue? It's like Sovereign's glue, only it doesn't stick.
I like the potion of healing like doubly so, because part of the lore is that the people of Bastion can't trust potions because there's a whole bunch of like these scumbag snake oil salesmen that will just like sell fake potions for whatever ails you, and it's like really problematic because it's another reason why healthcare is really bad in Bastion. So you got people who get injured but they can't buy a potion of healing, or they can't buy like any kind of magical restoration anywhere because the apothecaries are all charlatans and the church is corrupt as all hell.
I love that we're getting supplied by this kid, and he's just giving us all of this insane shit, such as the potion of healing, and we're just marketing. We're not even trying to hide it. It's a potion of healing. You want it or not?
We're a fucking tortoise knickknack store. Why would we hide it?
Remember,
Some well-to-do dude from the fucking Silver Forest comes in like, oh, the potion of healing. Is that what they sell down here?
Wait.
Jarvis, buy the bottle from this man. It'll be good on my mantelpiece.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then Gear will be like, take some ticks on your way out, and the nobleman will never come back.
I've got a couple more in mind that I really want to share, but I also really want to keep in the pocket.
Oh yeah, save for the
No,
moment.
I'm so excited for more.
Ah, here's a scroll of sheet storm. It summons a storm of sheets.
The kid is definitely going to be a recurring NPC.
I hope so.
Yeah, no, that kid's pretty great.
Yes,
Listen,
I
man,
know
I spent a
exactly
whole morning
who I plan
collecting
on
these
leaving the
ticks.
shop to.
He's gonna be this group's version of Hot Hands Nate.
Yeah,
Yeah, only
Probably.
he'll never have an actual nickname. He'll just be the kid.
the kid.
The kid.
Oh, turns out the kid is also a fae. That's why he won't give his name.
No, it just turns out the kid. We've been calling him that. But what's your name? The kid. My parents did not like me.
First name the, last name kid.
Just like somebody finally gets like a scroll of detect thoughts or whatever. He's like, I'm gonna learn this guy's name, and he's just sitting there on the street corner. Okay, the kid, let's do this. Let's get those ticks. Let's go.
Ah. Yes, it's beautiful.
But yeah, I didn't
So I'm-
prep a whole lot because I didn't want to like just have you guys run through half a freaking dungeon on the first time picking up the characters. I kind of wanted to have that exiting the tutorial, last chance to change your character's screen pop up.
Oh no, I'm loving this dynamic.
I am
Awesome.
Yeah.
wildly excited for more of this.
Good.
Very much so.
This campaign will be a lot more like dungeon delving than other ones were. So
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Pretty sure that's what we all signed up for.
I'm just letting you know it's going to be a huge departure from like the one big encounter a day, and it's going to be more of like a war of attrition kind of deal going on. So like don't be betting that you can blow all your spell slots on the first encounter and you'll be fine for the day, because that's not how that's going to go.
Oh come on! It only took me half my resources to kill a black bear.
I'll have you know, in the last campaign, the only fight I ever spent all my resources on was the last one.
Yeah. But this is just the beginning of this dungeon. I'm going to have a bunch of rooms written up for next week. There is literally nothing on the other side of this.
All right. We found the void, everybody.
Yeah, you found the void. So yeah, I'll have a whole ass dungeon map drawn up for next week. This was always going to be a short session. I didn't expect it to only be an hour long. You guys kind of nailed everything. Like in 2 seconds. I expected the puzzle to last longer than 10 minutes.
To be fair, we had a little help with the puzzle.
Who helped with the puzzle?
Hey, you kind of like
No, I
what's
mean,
what I'm looking for.
no.
Just like
Alright,
offered
Gear
suggestion.
figured out what was happening, and then we just got this feels really good. This is definitely what you should be doing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Gear figured it out.
Also,
He was just silly about it.
I may have made William to be a skill monkey wizard. Though I will point out anything physical based and I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I cannot
just
wait
like-
to be a face in a dungeon.
I'm just like, I really admire all of you for your boldness in bringing fluff builds to the dungeon crawling campaign.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of silly. You know, like let's build a bunch of non-combat characters and go right into the dungeon delving.
I mean, like, I built Daphne to be a charmer, but I also, built her to survive, ideally.
I was kind of hoping someone else would make a frontliner.
Nope.
And
Nope.
no, everyone else is hoping
Hey.
for the same thing.
Hey, I plan on stabbing people to their face a little later on, but right now I can't really do that well.
Also, I had planned on playing this character from the moment I heard about. Well, not from the moment, but when we finally figured out that the next campaign is going to be in the Tribelands, I immediately had the thought of, what if he's just some stick thin wizard kid from the College of Staves? And I fucking went with it.
See, I would be fine with Daphne being on the front line if it weren't for the fact that like her major contribution to combat is going to be maintaining concentration.
Just get really good
You did
armor.
it.
Okay, but I think we're looking at this the wrong way, guys. So yes, we are a bunch of fluff characters and skill monkeys in a dungeon delve. We are in the district where strength is prioritized almost above everything. I do not imagine it's going to be hard to hire out some muscle.
That's
No,
true.
no.
Yeah, you
That
guys find
would
a fifth guy
sully
to
our
play muscle for
reputation of
you.
it as a bit.
That's great.
Maybe that's why nobody comes to our shop. We're all known as a bunch of wusses.
You know what the problem is? Your party doesn't have a himbo. Every party needs to have a himbo.
It's true.
Look, I'll bring Borgoz back if you want me to. Fuck it, I'll play 2 characters.
Borgoz is dead as shit. Get
Again?
Kirak.
Fuck it, sure, I'll remake Kirak. Let's do it. I'll play 2 characters in this bitch.
It's
Oath of
Kirak's-
Savagery.
You think I won't talk to myself? I fucking do that normally.
It's Kirak's son, Iraq, a level 1 barbarian.
It's Iraq the Barbarian. His nickname is the Merciless.
It's a Minotaur that's a paladin, but it just has a mustache, and he is definitely not Kirak.
No. No, if we're gonna do a Minotaur, it has to be Vinny's son out looking for revenge.
Against those bastards.
I mean, good fucking luck. 2 of them are dead, and the other one's basically an agent of misfortune. Did you read the police report?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Punts
why
in the
it's gonna be
wind.
funny when he's fucking up our dungeon delve. Just, who's this guy with this incredible jawline at the bottom of a dungeon?
Yep.
Is he drinking a mimosa?
That door we just opened was sealed for like 2 centuries. How'd he get a
Well,
mimosa down here?
fortunately-
That's the part you have a problem with.
Yeah. Oh my god. Just, we managed to get that dude on our team, and then Punt starts acting as the mid-dungeon vendor. How do you even get down here? Do you want the potions or not? Alright, we'll take the potions.
Listen, man, I'm only going to say this every time you talk to me. What are you buying?
And make sure you buy it all in the one go, otherwise you're gonna hear. Thank you.
Well, at least my computer waited long enough to overheat after we were done doing things.
How considerate. But I will see you folks next week, hopefully. I'll have all kinds of cool shit planned. But this dungeon is going to be fairly long. But afterwards, you guys will be like level 2, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And
Whoa.
before anyone asks, yes, I am using an AI bot to punch up my language from my notes.
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
Oh, so who's? We probably don't need a Lone Last We Met for this one, huh?
Totally
You
not.
get-
No.
You're getting one, and you have a bard who tells tales of the ancients. So
Oh.
See, I was gonna be like, I've made it a point to say that William fucking writes down literally everything.
And I
But
also like
no, someone took my fucking lore master privileges.
I also like the fact that spoken in conversation, Year is very blunt and not eloquent, but in written form, he is just spectacular.
It's all perfect, bro.
As I have posted it in When Last We Met Our Heroes already.
Incredible.
the spirits speak
Absolutely.
through him.
We're just reading his live journal.
But
He's completely like deadpan, and then it's just, so what do you do for your bardic performance? I write down slam poetry.
I'll catch you folks next week. Take it easy, guys.